All right, we're back, folks. It's Akim Barak, Fight Nation, Dazn, Sirius XM, boxing, culture, lifestyle. And, we're getting the opportunity out here to touch base with people outside of sports right now. And hip-hop is part of our culture. And we got the opportunity right now to have on the line Jeezy, who's dropping a new project. Welcome to the show.
What's up, brother?
What up, Joe? What's happening with you, fellas?
Now, Jeezy,
we good.
You don't. So it's not Young Jeezy anymore. You don't use Young Jeezy. Is it because you're getting a little older, or you still feel young? What's up?
We've been off that, bro. That's
Yeah,
like
man,
5 years late on that.
Yeah, that,
You know what I'm saying?
he don't
That's
grew
not
up.
even a topic anymore.
Word
Nah,
up.
but on a serious note, I mean, this time of this global crisis, and I've been asking, all the guests that we've been talking to. I mean, obviously there's not a lot of bad has come from it, but what good has come from it? Anything that you've been able to take from this time being locked in?
I feel like it's giving people a lot of time to really assess what's really important. Because it don't matter how rich you are, how tall you are, how short you are. It's the equalizer. Like, it's something that can affect everyone. So you got to be concerned about your kids. You got to be concerned about your elders. The people in your family that might have had some type of health issues before. So it's just really making you, giving you the time to really appreciate what family time is like. Not even family, just even reaching out to people you really rock with, FaceTiming them, and the simple things in life. You know what I'm saying? And also, I love what's going on with social media, like how everybody connected and just trying to, hold everybody high and spread the message. And we're using it for the first time. Social media used to be a bad thing. You turn it on, you're like, what the fuck? But now, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
you're seeing, families dancing and people just trying to make light of a situation that would normally have everybody in the house, just going through it. And I'm quite sure that people are going through it. But let's try to lift their spirits. Let's reach out to people that might not have anybody in their corner like that. You just make sure your old friend is straight. So I just like the fact that we're taking care of each other. Like, I think that's the good that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? You see people, taking people food. You see people. It's to the point now. It's like we all we got. Seriously.
100%. 100%. I think that tragedy really shows us what we're made of, and the city usually wakes up. The city usually wakes up in the midst of tragedy. I was here for 9/11 in New York, and I seen the city come together, and I'm seeing the same thing now. Like, me personally, I have the COVID-19 virus, and for people a person, yes, I do, and I had some symptoms. It broke me down. I lost a lot of weight, but I could tell you one thing, that I'm a person who has always been good by myself, and right now, more than ever, I appreciate every text. I appreciate every email I get. I appreciate every call that I get. So interaction saves lives 100%.
Right. Did you know how you got it? Like, did you go somewhere, just was you around people? How did it come across?
Well, somebody that I worked with, I was told that somebody I work with tested positive. I don't know if I got it from them. Matter of fact, they just died the other day.
Are you serious?
Yes, dude is like 40. I think he was 40 something years old, like 44 or something like that. And he was a good friend of mine, and he died. But
Yeah.
I really don't know. All I know is that when I went and got tested, the doctor said that 50%, and this was in Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn. He said 50% of the people that I test are positive. So there's so much more people who are walking around with this virus than they know. So he said you didn't have to get it from work. You could have got it from anywhere. You could have got it from anywhere. So I have
Jeezy,
no idea, bro.
Anybody that you know or connected to that has the virus?
No, not off the rip. I haven't talked to anybody that tested for it, but my sister, she's a nurse, and I spoke with her early, and it's just like, just seeing the look on her face and what they're going through, and them not having enough protective gear. I mean, just at this point, man, like, if you ask me, do I know anybody going through it? I would say, of course, man, my whole world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
got
we're all
you.
in this together, man. Like,
That's right.
we reading that, we looking at numbers, but those are people's grandmothers, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters. So it's just like right now we got to just, this is a real thing.
Everybody.
I know life is supposed to go on, but we losing, real people. Hopefully, when we get out of this, it'll make us look at life differently. And I also think that this is the war. We got to win the war, and the
Yes.
battle is going to be getting the economy back. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a real thing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well, what do you think about Jeezy? And those just tuning in right now, man. Jeezy's on the line with us. I noticed, we Barack and I both were born and raised in Brooklyn, and when I go through, before I've been like quarantined, I was going through certain last week driving to go to get essentials, and I noticed people from our communities, I guess you can call a hood. It seems like a lot of our folks they're not really processing it. I seen guys shooting dice out in front of the corner, everybody gathering up. Like I know you from Hawkinsville, Georgia, in that Atlanta area. Have you noticed that same thing? Maybe if not in person, but on online, that people are really our people. Some are not getting it, and they're still gathering together. How do we get people to take it serious?
You got to think, man. Our culture, we really think we're made of steel. I mean, just look at the just look at the history of it. You could tell somebody that the HIV virus is out there, and and people still think that you can still have unprotected sex and shake the dice and see what happens, and not knowing that it could be a situation where you could put yourself in harm's way. So with us, we have a problem with abiding by the rules, and I understand and get that, but the reality of it is, this is not prison. You know what I'm saying? This is not a situation like this is something that we have to do as a village to keep everybody safe. So you shouldn't even treat it like it's a personal thing. It's not against you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't want to bring this home to your grandmother if you love her. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to bring this home to your kids if you love them. So it's not about you. And I get it. I get the whole mentality. We tougher than steel. We survived bullets. And 10 years ago I would have had that mentality. But I love my loved ones, my kids. I would never want to put them in harm's way because I just want to go against the grain. And to be honest with you, ain't nothing to be out for anyway. Ain't no money out there.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody working. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to be at work to save lives or to deliver food, like the real heroes are the 18-wheeler drivers that's taking this food there, the grocery store workers, they're still on the front line, the nurses and the doctors and the firemen and the police officers, like those are the people that should be out because those are the people that are keeping all of us afloat. Everybody else out there going against the grain is only going to make this shit worse because just think about it, bro. It's not the virus that's killing us. It's the fact that we don't got enough respirators and hospital beds. You know what I'm saying? So they're just trying to slow the spike down, and we haven't seen the worst of this shit yet. So they're just trying to slow it down so that it's not your grandmother being turned away when she's near her deathbed, and there's not enough beds and respirators in the hospital. Imagine that feeling. It's not your wife or girlfriend of 10, 15 years that they're stripping away the kid because the kid can't get closer, and you guys don't know if you're gonna see her again. It's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So I just think in the hood, we had the mentality to, feel like we can just go against everything until it happens to you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's hard, but it's fair, but it's just something we're going to have to deal with because, listen, bro, the more people that stay outside and put themselves in harm's way, the longer we're going to deal with this and the more time that our economy is going to crash and the more time we're going to see people getting sick and not being able to be helped. You know what I'm saying? I say, again, my sister's a nurse. I have nephews and nieces, so when I look at her face when she comes in and she's exhausted and they don't have enough, protective supplies, I got to sit there and hope my sister doesn't come home and get sick and pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta pray for that. You know what I mean? So I'm upset when people are still out, partying and playing like this shit is a game because it's not. Like, this is real life. This is a pandemic. We'll probably never see this again in our lifetime, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so it's like how we handle this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like 9/11 everywhere. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We're never going to see something like this again.
No,
we're never going to see something.
And by the way, if we thought the recession, of '08 was bad, like this can be a Great Depression if we don't handle this well.
Some
so
experts are already saying that.
It's not even about the money. It's about all these people, these entrepreneurs that went out here and started these businesses, these restaurants, your uncle's restaurant that may never open again. You know what I'm saying? Your business that,
Yes.
you know, you $500,000-$600,000 in debt in 2 weeks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yes.
the places that are closed down that you love. I mean, and it's like, I don't want to, you know, right now we got to practice faith over fear, but like, let's all get on the same playing field so we can at least get through this.
Right.
Yes.
And then we can deal with other things. You know what I'm saying? That's the real. Like, we just got to get through it, bro. I don't want to wake up and lose somebody I love because people are being ignorant, you know, just for the sake of being ignorant. Like, you want to do that on your own time. But, like, this is our time.
That's right. Faith,
Like, we just
faith. I like that. Faith over fear, but also we got to use wisdom in these times, you know, and stay home.